Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Here we are for Jollywood. We were able to get in early. We found out they will let you check in. We checked in like at 4 o'clock, so they are letting people check in. So we've already got our fancy people wristbands.
The map.
Yes, so I don't want to overly rant about how awesome this map is, but I think you might actually be able to read it at night. Last year it was really hard to read, like everything was really reflective, and unless there was light, you couldn't see anything.
Take a look at the map and how readable it is.
Okay, she's overly excited about that. So there is no plan for tonight. I think there's a couple of the characters we want to hit. I really like to meet Jiminy Cricket, Max Powerline, and then Scrooge if I can, and then there's a couple other characters in there that we want to meet. Other than that, I don't think there's any really hard plans. We did not get a chance to do the Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along, so we're definitely going to try that.
A couple of things new this year. Completely new, the second year of Jollywood, is Glisten. I think there is a ice skating show this year. Yep, this is brand new.
Okay.
And apparently the Disney Holidays in Hollywood, last year we saw, it's cute, it's got some Muppets, some singers, some performers. This year, I think they may have been added more Muppets. Yeah, new characters, new shows, and some of the things that we didn't get to do last year. Mike was talking about last year we were here for the first day ever of Jollywood. We had some thoughts, which we'll link in the description down below, our review of last year. This year, I think there's been market improvement, so super excited. And the fact that they were able to let us check in well before even just the party.
I think last year they had everybody queue outside.
Yeah, outside. Well, so we're super excited. We're going to take you along second year of a Jollywood night here in Hollywood Studios. Let's see how it goes.
With caffeine and alcohol to get the night started.
Let's see how it goes, and let's go. All right, it's still pre-party time, so we're just going to take some advantage of this little in-between zone to check out some rides. So we just got done with Tower Terror, always a fun ride, and now we're at Rocket Roller Coaster. This one I think it's gonna go away and get rethemed by the Muppets. But this ride, the beauty about it is it does have a single rider, so we're gonna try to do that. And I think it's like around 4:45, 5:45, something like that. So yeah, we're gonna try to do that and go from there. Okay, so single rider at Rock and Roller Coaster didn't help very much tonight. There were a lot of guests trying to fit their last ride in between Hollywood Studios closed for the day for regular day guests. That said, the single rider wait was still quite a bit shorter than the regular standby, but we will warn you that it can be unpredictable. Now, there is another ride that we haven't ridden in a while that is one of our favorites in Hollywood Studios, which also has a very long wait. So off to Slinky Dog Dash we go. The park will be closing in about 10 minutes or so hoping that the line won't be too long before the party starts. The park is closing around 7 p.m. and the party doesn't start officially until 7:30. So we had to really hustle from the Rock and Roller Coaster to Slinky. Right now the wait time is around 35 minutes, and right now it's sort of like in between time where you have that little bit of a break between the day ticket guests leaving and the party guests coming in. So right now we're standing in line for Slinky and waiting until it's about 35 minutes to wait. So hopefully by the time we are done with riding this ride, the party will have begun, and then we'll take you to Jollywood. Well, we had to do a little bit of quick pivot because last year we missed the Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. So we've ridden Slinky multiple times. Sorry, Slinky, we love you, but I think we're going to try to prioritize this one first. The first show is at 7:30, and the party is just about to start. So I think we already have a pretty significant line that's formed outside of party time, and so we're in line for Tim Burton.
I think we made a good decision.
I think so too. So hopefully we can get to watch it, and I think it's going to be wonderful, and it's going to be perfectly to the theme of the holidays. So Jollywood, here we come. Alright, it looks like we made it.
It's about 10 to, so I'm hoping they let the first people that need mobility assistance in.
Yep.
So we should be going in soon. I'm pretty sure we're going to be on one of the edges.
That's okay. At least we get to watch it and sing along, so can't wait. Okay, Editor Jen here. So after waiting 2 years and finally seeing What's This, Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along at Jollywood Nights, I guess our verdict is that once is enough, and we probably won't need to come back to see this again if it's offered next year at the party. While we thought that the life-size Jack Skellington puppet and also Oogie Boogie's appearance were definitely its standout features, in our opinion, the rest of the show was kind of lacking in more engaging elements like other Disney productions. The whole thing was basically just scenes from the movie being projected onto the stage with lyrics displayed, so
folks could follow along. And honestly, when we watched it, not many in the audience even participated in the sing-along. Meanwhile, on stage, they had two performers who I guess told the story through kind of interpretive dancing of a couple who fell asleep and then found themselves being transported to Jack's world. Not saying that the performers didn't do a good job, but it was more akin to watching a silent movie. That said, if you're really a fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas, you may still appreciate the show. Also, keep in mind the show was a solid 25 minutes, so it definitely consumed a pretty major chunk of our 5-hour party time that can be potentially used to experience other attractions and entertainment at the party. Anyways, I think this is a one and done for us. Have you seen the show? Let us know what you thought of it in the comments below. Now back to the present.
Line for Powerline Max, and I think a lot of characters are meeting around the Echo Lake area, so just stand in line and see who we can meet. I think Jiminy Cricket is another one character I really want to catch, and he's supposed to come out around 8:30, so I think we are committed to Max in his Powerline outfit. Hello! Max! This is a personal goal of his, by the way, to meet you in your Powerline outfit. Yes. It literally is. This is a dream come true.
So I never had the courage to do the talent show like you did. So that was, you were pretty awesome, man. That was so cool.
So Mike met his personal hero, which is Max in his Powerline outfit. So that was really, really quick. So right now we are right by Gertie the dinosaur, and they're selling Gertie cookies. So I think we're gonna partake in a Gertie, Christmas Gertie cookie with Gertie in her Christmas outfit. We have Gertie and Gertie in the back. That's Phineas and Ferb over there. We met them last year, so they are fabulous. And then I think on the other side by the Indiana Jones Adventures, a stunt spectacular, they also had Chip and Dale in their Rescue Rangers outfit, which we met them last year as well. So now I think we're gonna kind of putz around. It's not as crowded as I thought it was going to be. So, all right. Ooh, we got these little window dressings. It's kind of cute, and everybody. I just love the fact that at these parties we got some guests that are dressed up in their dapper outfits. So everybody's looking fantastic and fabulous. All right, let's see. I think Jiminy Cricket's not supposed to come out until 8:30, so I think that's the next one we want to try to meet, right?
Yes, but we're secretly running a difficult
We have a mission
plan,
today.
and we have a mission in the background.
Which we will reveal at some point in the future, but we have a very important thing we need to do tonight. So anyway, off to do that secret mission.
2 hours later.
We grabbed what we needed to retrieve, but we are pretty much walking down an empty Hollywood Boulevard, whatever this thing is called. But right now they're having another show of the Glisten, which is the ice skating show. Yep. So we probably will catch that a little bit later, but we're really excited about. And we have the wristband chickens. We got wristbands. Mike and I have been to so many parties, and we're just trained to show our wristbands. But anyways, you know what? Orlando in December can get a little bit chilly at night. So I think I have definitely bundled up a little bit. Some of the guests are also as well. And you know what I really appreciate this year? Because last year it was super dark in here. You couldn't see a thing. I think they definitely turned up the lights this year. Yeah, so far so good. It's definitely a vast improvement from last year. And then I think over here there's another sort of like street party. I don't think it's ready just yet. But ABC Commissary definitely has some party specialty snacks and foods. Definitely a different feel from last year for sure, especially since, you know, our first night here being that it was kind of a bit of a challenge, but they figured it out. I think they've definitely gathered some learnings from last year, and this is definitely a very different feel right now.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of a recap on kind of what we've been up to. We just saw Mary Poppins and the Penguin. We went over, and our extra special difficulty task tonight was to book some upcoming hotel rooms for a future Disney vacation that the booking window opened tonight, so we did that. So we saw Mary Poppins. We're trying to find Scrooge. I saw Baloo and King Louie out. Haven't had a chance to meet them in person yet. And I think we're trying to figure out what we want to do plan-wise.
Well, from a show perspective, right now it's sort of like a no-person land at the moment. So it's right around 9:40, And looks like the next Glisten show is at 10:30. And looks like there's already a bunch of people that have already lined up. So, yeah, so maybe let's try to find Scrooge. I think that'll be fun because
so more characters.
We came prepared, so Scrooge definitely needs to go see Scrooge. So, all right, more characters. Just kidding. I was like, why is nothing happening right now? That's because Jingle Bell Jingle Jam is at 10. They moved it up from last year. Last year was the last night of the thing. It was really rainy when we went. So tonight, perfect weather, 10 o'clock, Jingle Bell Jingle Jam.
Okay, Editor Jen again. So yeah, we had totally forgotten that Jingle Bell Jingle Bam was happening in the middle of the party this year at 10:30, and that was the only performance during each party night. As I mentioned last year, they had the show that was pretty much the last thing in the evening, so it definitely caught us by surprise this time. Our tip, if you don't want to miss anything, is to be sure to check the map for all the evening's show times ahead of time. That way you can plan ahead and not miss out on anything that you want to watch. Anyways, Jingle Bell Jingle Bam is a holiday nighttime spectacular here at Jollywood Nights that combines dazzling fireworks, projections, lasers, and a festive soundtrack. The show features Wayne and Lenny from Disney's Prep and Landing as they embark on a mission to save Christmas after Santa goes missing. Their story unfolds on the iconic Chinese theater, where vibrant projections bring to life scenes from beloved Disney films like Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, and The Nightmare Before Christmas, with snow gently falling in the viewing area and cheerful music filling the air. The show creates a magical holiday experience that feels uniquely Disney. The show's strength lies in its creative blend of storytelling and stunning visuals. The synchronization of fireworks, lasers, and projections with the holiday music is pretty masterful in our opinion, offering a sensory experience that captivates all ages. However, it's important to note that the show is relatively short, running approximately 14 minutes. But the shorter showtime also provides opportunity if you want to tackle other party experiences. Now, we didn't show up too early for the show, as you can see. Our viewing spot wasn't so bad, but if you truly want to fully enjoy the show and get a prime spot, it might be worth it to arrive 30 minutes earlier to secure a spot in front of the Chinese theater.
Well, we did find Scrooge, but I think Scrooge is about to go and count his money. So I think Clarice the chipmunk is coming.
Count the money from the night party.
Yes. A lot of proceeds from the party. Scrooge has to count his money. So anyway, so I think by the time we are at the end of the line, so by the time we get to the character, it's probably going to be another character, but I think Scrooge should be coming back, so hopefully we'll get to meet him a little bit later. Scrooge met Scrooge, mini Scrooge. But yeah, Scrooge had to go and count some money from the proceeds of tonight's profit, so Clarice is coming. I'm fine. I would love to meet a sassy chipmunk, so Clarice it is.
Get back in line.
Yeah, I mean, we're on this bit of a character kick again, I feel like. So we love characters. And, at these parties, usually they bring out some rare characters. So Scrooge, Clarice, you don't get to meet them very often.
I always see Clarice on the back of a float.
I like Clarice. Bye, Clarice. So we'll actually get to see Clarice. So there's Clarice. Oh, I love her outfit. Hi, Clarice. Woo, Clarice. Woo! That is an amazing outfit, I must say. Oh my gosh. So sassy. We just met Clarice and Scrooge in quick succession, and now we are gonna check out this event area where they have specialty photo pass things with the robot arm and some event merchandise. So this is sort of the back of Muppets. And look at those trees. Yeah. It used to be that this area with the photography stuff is by the animation Courtyard, but it looks like they've changed it, and this might be the cue to get into the specialty store. So I guess we are going to be standing by.
There's Worm and Fosse, and there's Snow Globe.
Which one's Snow Glow? Snow Glow's cute. Which one's Warm and Fuzzy?
Worm and Fosse.
Oh, Fosse.
Yes.
I don't get it. It's very staticky.
Well, no,
it's neither warm nor Fosse. So we went into the special merchandise area. That area turns out doesn't have the special photographs and the robotic arms and stuff like that. So that's a separate line, and that line was a 5:50 minute wait. So that's 5-0. So because Mike and I actually booked ourselves a jazzy evening at the Brown Derby, that's one thing that we really wanted to do last year, but we didn't get to do. So this year, last year that whole thing kind of like made us miss the Tim Burton show too, just because we were trying to grab a standby the whole entire time. But anyways, regardless, we were able to snatch a reservation ahead of time, so that's at 11:15. So I think we're gonna try to do that instead of the robotic arms and stuff like that. It's really neat. It's really fun. I think they have a couple more newer technology this year, but I've done something very similar last year, so we're gonna try to prioritize something that we didn't get to do last year. So, anyways, right now we're about half an hour to our check-in, and so we're kind of like trying to decide to see if we can squeeze in maybe one or two more characters. Probably Jiminy Cricket is the one that I really want to meet. So that's where we're headed. Just been really kind of been walking around the Echo Lake area this whole entire evening for now. But we did catch Jingle Jam, Jingle Bam, and then we did catch the Tim Burton show. So, and then I think that at the end of the evening there's the Muppet show, stage show, and then also the Glisten skating show.
So yeah, Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket were switching on and off, but by the time we got into line, it was Jiminy Cricket's turn. Unfortunately, I had to step out of line, but Mike did manage to snag a couple pictures with Jiminy, and he's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Perfect, thank you. There is an old-fashioned.
Okay, finally made it to the Brown Derby. So this is the Jollywood Nights special menu. They have some specialty cocktails, mocktails, as well as some snacks that are only available for the Jollywood Nights. And like I said, last year we really wanted to get in, we couldn't. So this year we actually made an advance reservation for this, which is awesome. So we've got some jazz going on, some food. So we're gonna have fun, enjoy some beautiful music, and hopefully really good drinks. And yeah, let's just sit here for a little while and rest our feet. We've been walking around quite a bit, a lot of times just around the Echo Lake looking for characters. Mike is definitely more dressed for Jollywood Night today. He's got a little very smart looking blazer and Christmas colors.
I tried to convince you to get dressed up and was not successful. So.
Scrooge is also very dressed up today.
Yes,
So
he's always dapper.
He's very dapper. All right, we're excited. Mike opted for the
Spice pear martini.
That came super fast. I think there's like a pear garnish in there. All right, give it a whirl. What do we think? Does it taste like pear delicious?
That is really good. There's a little bit of sugar around the rim.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little bit more festive.
That's like the hamachi, which is like a thinly sliced tuna. Ooh, with some garnish on top. And then we also got the chorizo arancini. That looks amazing. So the Hollywood Brown Derby ended up being just what we needed. As you can see, we didn't end up filming much here and just decided to unwind after walking a ton, chasing down characters pretty much the whole entire night. Honestly, we felt like this was a special treat to enjoy some good food, good music, and drinks, especially since we didn't get a chance to visit the Brown Derby during last year's Jollywood Nights. Once we were recharged, we realized there were still so many parts of the evening we hadn't explored, so we decided to head over to the animation courtyard to check out the activities there. As we walked into the courtyard, we spotted Jose Carioca, a character we were so excited to see at this year's event. Unfortunately, as we got a little bit closer, Jose's meet and greet time wrapped up before it was our turn, but there is a silver lining. Panchito Pistoles was also greeting guests in the same area, so we got to meet and take a picture with him instead. Meeting Panchito was such a highlight for us because both he and Jose were definitely on our must-meet list for this year. It was a little bittersweet not catching Jose, but getting to meet Panchito definitely made up for it. The animation courtyard itself was buzzing with energy. A lively salsa band was performing, and there were ballroom dancers putting on an incredible performance. Mike and I even debated joining in for some dancing, but we had one final show to catch before the night ended. So last year, we wrapped up our night with Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, but this year there were two different shows happening at the same time. Since we had already seen Disney holidays in Hollywood during our last visit, we decided to try something new. Glisten, a brand new ice skating show debuting at Jollywood Nights this year. The show is about 15 minutes long and took place right in front of the Chinese theater. We managed to grab seats close to the stage, and because it was the last show of the evening, there was plenty of room to sit and relax. The setting was perfect, with projections lighting up the Chinese theater and giving the whole area a very magical feel. As for the performance itself, it leaned more into ice dancing than, say, ice skating, with more traditionally intricate figure skating elements. The skaters combined dancing elements with creative props, colorful lighting effects, and fun projections to bring the show to life. While it wasn't exactly on par with a Disney on Ice production, it had its own unique charm and was kind of fun addition to the event. Would we come back specifically to watch Glisten again? Probably not, but we're still glad we got to see something brand new this year. It was kind of a sweet and festive way to wrap up the evening, and we kind of enjoyed experiencing something a little different this year.
And that wraps up our evening at the 2024 Jollywood Nights in Hollywood Studios. Let's start with the price. This event doesn't come cheap. Tickets range from about $159 to $179 per person plus tax, depending on the date. These prices are applied equally to both adults and children's, with no discount rates for the younger guests. This lack of child-specific discounts, consistent with last year's pricing, makes the Jollywood feel more like it's tailored to an adult audience compared to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at the Magic Kingdom. Depending on the group, this could be a pro or con. That said, we were pleasantly surprised by the improvement made from 2024, which was huge. Granted, we attended the very first night of the event in 2023, but this year it felt significantly more polished. From a smoother check-in process to a more reliable event map and improved park lighting, the event felt better organized overall. One major plus this year was the ability to pre-book our Hollywood Brown Derby experience, which added to the convenience and flexibility of the evening. We also loved the addition of rare characters and new entertainment, which brought more variety and value to the event. It seemed like the event might have been extended slightly, given a more relaxed vibe. These tweaks and upgrades really elevated the experience compared to last year. As with any Disney event, it is important to remember that your experience may vary. It's nearly impossible to do it all, especially with the limited time, so it's crucial to prioritize what matters to you most. For us, we focused on meeting characters and trying things that we missed out on last year. We skipped the Hollywood Tip Top Club at the Tower of Terror and the Disney holidays in Hollywood, since we've already experienced those, and instead opted for something new. At the end of the day, Jollywood Nights delivered a festive, fun-filled evening that felt fresh and more refined. For us, it was a wonderful way to celebrate the holiday season at Hollywood Studios. Another successful party. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.